Watching new tonight, the coronavirus pandemic has caused an increase in the number of homeless here in Indianapolis. That has at least one business owner taking matters into his own hands, while a nonprofit organization is proposing a possible solution.
We have team coverage on this issue tonight, and we begin with News 8's Richard Essex.
Well, this bridge on South Meridian Street has provided shelter for homeless over the past several years. But over the past several months, human waste and debris have covered the underside of this bridge.
If you want the city to go to hell, just leave it alone. Let the weeds grow up, the trash accumulate, and people will stop coming.
Brian Shapiro has had enough of the trash, human waste, and urine under this South Meridian Bridge. The old Southside Neighborhood Association has cleaned up in the past, but the most recent mess was more than the volunteers could handle.
Some of the homeless were relocated, and it was just a mess. The fences are broken. It just looks terrible. And as we try to redevelop this area, people want to be safe. They don't want to be harassed. They don't want to walk into people's feces and urine. They don't want to walk into needles.
Shapiro hired a local handyman to clean out the old bedding, waste, and drug paraphernalia. The State Department of Highways has been working on this section of the interstate. I was told the state has an agreement with a homeless shelter to move bridge dwellers to a safe location during construction. However, some of the homeless have returned and left a mess.
And at times it has gotten really bad. Brian Shapiro has taken a crew down there numerous times and sort of cleaned it up. And
when the NDOT construction is over, the neighborhood is expecting the homeless to return along with the mess.
Sometimes you have to put your foot down and say, we're going to clean it up.
And what you are seeing here is the area of the bridge that has been cleaned up since the cleanup, and they used an industrial bleach to make sure that everything was sanitized nice and neatly. Now, a spokesman for NDOT did tell me this afternoon that they do have on their public portal, they have a place where you can request an area to be cleaned up, and we'll have that link on our website at wishtv.com. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
All right, Richard, thank you. Local leaders want to fix the homeless problem by building a tent community on the southwest side.
Leah Hodges brings us that part of our team coverage.
The plan is to start building beyond this fence right off South Emerson and Raymond Street. It's at least 150 acres of land, hoping to house more than 2,000 people. Now, Seven Pillars Refuge Place, they say it's going to cost at least $13 million to get started. The homeless population is becoming more noticeable in the downtown area. Seven Pillars Refuge Place and Alliance Homeless Transformation, nonprofit organizations, want to build creative housing solutions. Volunteers are waiting for approval from city officials to build 500 tents, 150 tiny homes, and 75 cottages. The goal is to gradually move homeless individuals from tents to living on their own. The tiny homes and cottages will be from 96 to 400 square feet. The site will include food, hygiene, medical, and counseling facilities.
We've been looking at models from San Francisco, California, and other states where tiny homes and tent camps have been a success.
We're going to be partnering with Ivy Tech on some training and some college education for those who are coming out of homelessness, where we're going to be doing some small business incubators in some of those properties in those communities, if the city will join with us in creating these long-term solutions.
The site will include food, hygiene, medical, and counseling facilities. Volunteers also have plans to turn abandoned homes into hygiene stations across the city. Seven Pillars Refuge Place says if the city acts now, this whole project can be completed by spring 2021. Reporting, I'm Leah Hodges for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.